Baldur in the house. Konbanwa minasan, kyo wa suyobi senjo desu. And this is Paolo, the Garrison Archangel producer and your host for today's Wednesday Warzone. Good evening, everyone. This is the second Wednesday Warzone for December, and I can't believe it's already been 1 year. Strictly speaking, though, we've Garrison Archangel is probably about what? Yeah, it's probably about 1 year already. Oh no, 2 years. Yeah, because we had 2016, then we had 2017, and now it's 2018. Yeah, I think it's about 2 years since we started this project, and it's amazing how far we've come. For this particular Wednesday Warzone, for this live Wednesday Warzone, though, I think it's only been a year since we started this live Wednesday Warzone. I think March, if I'm remembering correctly, because that's when we went into early access on Steam. So, I know why you're all here. You all want to see some updates, and particularly for the maps and the new weapon, which is the Star Gauntlet. I'm sorry, I have to correct. Someone pointed it out earlier in our Discord channel that it was weapons and maps. For this particular Wednesday Warzone, I'm only able to show one weapon, which is our weapon for December, which is our Archangel Arms Concept Competition 2018 winner, the Star Gauntlet. And what you're seeing now is the new map. This is the Solar Farm zone, which you will encounter in the single-player version of the game. For now, I'm playing a very prototyped mode of the single player mission. In truth, it's an endless mode where if you succeed in a mission, it'll just go on and produce another mission, similar to a debug version of Horde mode we have a while back. But right now you're seeing the new map. This takes place in the campaign, the Rio Corte region, which I talked about a while back, which is the campaign sets place in an arid planet called Baja Secunda, which had its surface was subject to many weapons of mass destruction, and it led to the planet becoming more or less desolate and barren. Okay. It more or less led to the planet becoming a desolate, barren wasteland. Although there are pockets of greenery here and there, but most of the planet has become a giant desert. Desertification has become a problem, and many think it's due to all the irradiated weaponry they used in the Demiurge Wars prior. More of that plot and lore will come out when we do the actual, when we release the actual campaign. But you're seeing not only the map. The range of this thing is, yeah. Oh, whoops. Better stay away from walls then. You're seeing one of the landmarks of the Rio Corte region where the campaign will take place, which is a massive solar farm, and the different factions of the game will be fighting over this solar farm because it provides a strategic. It helps them with their operations on the ground. To keep it simple, basically the different factions will be fighting for the different landmarks. In the case of the solar farm, they need it because who can say no to free energy, right? Well, it's not really free, but at least they're taking it from their enemies, and they don't have to create their own structures if there's already one existing, especially one as massive as this. As you can see, I'm fighting different enemies like helicopters, archangels, and even the angel power suits. And I'm using the Star Gauntlet. I'm not able to show it off because the battlefield is just so hectic. This helicopter is defeating an entire squad of archangels on its own. Anyways, yeah, there. I think everything I've said is just lost in all the noise, but that's one of the maps you can look forward to playing in. We'll also be opening up these maps for multiplayer. Although I have to tell you, they are so massive compared to our arena maps. I'm not sure if 2-on-2 or especially our usual 1-on-1 PvP will be really nice for this. This was made, of course, as a mission map. There are a variety of missions you can do here. As you can see, I'm already showing off different mission types. Like this one, I have to hold this area. I have to stay here and earn points before the time limit is over. And enemies slow down that point gain, so I have to make sure they stay away from this control area. In other words, I have to make sure I have control of this area. And that's pretty... that's I'm not sure if it's a tall order, but you're just a single Archangel unit and you have to defend this entire area from waves of enemies. So I guess in the story, Archangels are like super one-man killing machines, especially if you're a really good pilot. So these are the kinds of missions you can see. As you can see, everyone's just raining missiles on me. Already feeling the main character vibe. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Helicopters are going to be our worst enemy. It seems. So much missiles. Oh my gosh, look at that artillery. Get out of here. I think I succeeded this mission anyway. But this is like an endless mission mode. One of our goals for the end of December is to have a sort of like random mission generator so people can test out the different missions in the game. Yep, it's an interesting map. A couple of message retracted. Will that snippet of that new map be usable for duels soon? I'm not sure if we're gonna use it for duels because it's really massive. We might cordon off an area and maybe have a barrier and then call that the duel version of the map. Eye of the Storm mechanic. Eye of the Storm. I keep hearing that. Anyway, yep, that's... I'll go into detail regarding the... I'll go into detail regarding the weapon soon. I just want to check on all the messages. Gotta think of that barrel wasteland. Baron. Gosh. Oh man. They're not even watching lol. I may have gotten too excited with the SS there. Anyway, although there's only one weapon to show off, I do have two maps to show off, and I'll show it off right now. I said show off so many times. Okay, let's go. Map Hydroplant. Yep, that's it. Please ignore the hashtag names because this is more like a prototype build. And the preview build will release soon. We'll try to get two maps at least playable for multiplayer, although that'll be mostly for debug as the maps are really designed with single player in mind, but we'll give it to you guys because maybe you want to see something different. The second map is also a mission map, and it will, I guess it'll look like a mission map. It's called the Hydro Plant. It's a dam that... It's the only dam in the Rio Corte region, and that's why it's really important. People will be fighting over that because you have control of the dam, you have an energy source, and you have control over one of the biggest supplies of water in the region. You can control the flow of that quite literally. So this dam, we just call it the Rio Corte Dam. Actually, the Rio Corte region is named after the river which cuts through the Rio. Corte meaning cut in Spanish. So the region's actually named after this geographical feature. And I got killed by Bruce while I was telling that piece of lore. If you've also noticed, we actually did a rework regarding the AI because of the changes to how flinching and stability works. In our previous preview version, the AI tends to overload a lot, especially Insane. So we made the AI tone down on the overloading. They now pay attention to their stability bar and gauge whether it's worth dodging and risking more damage from dodge catching. Oh no, rapids. So the AI now will tend to use its other defensive options better. That means if it's using shields or weapons with, or if they have weapons with hyper armor or guard frame or iframe, they'll tend to rely on those more. Especially if they're flinching or if they feel like they have too little boost, they will try to preserve that boost, and it's only in like real emergency cases where they'll pull out all the stops to avoid damage. So that's one of the modifications we did to the AI in response to the update, and I think people are warming up to the stability update we did last week, which basically upped stability stats for most of the frames and made stability a purely positive stat, especially for armor types. Is that a gold paint job? Possible nerf for helicopters in terms of weapon reload. I want reload them. No, I want to keep them that way. I want them to be. I want Archangels to fear helicopters. I'm kidding. Barrel. Or the dev special selection. The CPU mechs, the Archangels you'll see will usually represent the faction enemy you're gonna fight. So they'll have color schemes that align with their faction, or if they're a corporate hit squad, they'll tend to match the corporate colors. That dam and that barrel at Wasteland. Run, bro. It's fun chasing down enemies. Well, I guess, but when we made the small dual arena, it was because we realized how strong zoning and just flying around in general is. So we wanted to contain the arena so that zoners have a harder time, or they have to expend more energy just dodging. But right now, I think that was the design, by the way, behind the smaller arena, and that was to handle 1v1. But for 2v2, I feel like even the full-size M1D arena is still a bit too large. New arena maps are maps that look interesting and fair for 2v2. I just showed them, but I feel like they're really huge. They're like, especially the solar farm, because they were built with single-player missions in mind. So it was like, go and clear that area, go and clear this area. Oh crap, this guy has a nuke. Oh wow. He is unafraid, he has a barrier. He's just gonna and Dominus basically bring all the heavy weapons, be unafraid. And I'm gonna show off some stuff with the Star Gauntlet, although I think I showed it off in 2 episodes ago of Wednesday Warzone. So as you can see, it requires charging with the special button. If you hold it down, it charges. And I'm not gonna get hit by that. Are you insane? Okay, if you hold down the special button, it charges. And to use its charge, interestingly, you have to input a command which is forward and the primary button. That's the full attack, full charged attack. I can combo it. That guy barriered in my face. Yeah! Okay, so it looks really Saturday morning, like cartoony. So, or in my case, it looks really shonen anime like. And you have level 2, which is a spray of stars. Oh, he just dodged in my face. Level 1, you can shoot 1 big star. And I'll just steal some life. No! I was supposed to steal some life. Oh man. Oh well, I lost. Oh well. He has huge damage. So once again, the Star Gauntlet special is that it charges. And it gives you new moves every time you gain a level. Sort of like the Dominus, but you can charge and stop charging and just keep building it up. Like you can knock back the enemy and then build it up again, and then use it again, build it up again. And then I didn't go into the other moves because I wanted to show the primary thing about it. So it's like At its 750 weight, it's like a conditional how do I conditional MB, because Mugen conditional Magnum Barrette, which gives you the ability to use a projectile weapon and a melee weapon all at the same time. It's like a Shanchang and a Magnum Barrette, but it's conditional because you need to charge it. And the moveset's that of a fist, which is shorter range than a spear and the stab dagger. Both of those weapons that I mentioned, the Magnum Barrette and the Shanchang, have quite a bit of range on their normal attacks. With this fist weapon, you have interesting tricks like a Shoryuken. Oh shoot! Why'd I do that? A dragon upper. I mean, just an uppercut. Yeah, it's a jumping uppercut that's spinning around. And you have a haymaker. And if you have level 0, it's a charging punch, similar to Strelka Forward, and a karate chop. Oh, it's okay. I'll just reset. I'll show the last one. But I think what's the coolest thing about the Star Gauntlet, other than its anime charge and special ability moves, is the neutral, which is... Wait, it's not seen clearly, but... Oh. So, it sends out energy fists if you just keep pressing neutral. You can send out energy fists that hit the enemy multiple times. Although this guy doesn't care because he has a Dominus and a barrier. So it's a really very cartoony weapon. Very shonen anime, power of friendship and all that, except on a mech. So you have mini stars flying out, star energy waves. Oh no, but nothing defeats the Dominus. And it's 750 weight. So we actually lowered a lot of its damages. There were people who could use the Star Gauntlet prior to this by entering one of the cheats and unlocking all the weapons. It unlocked the Star Gauntlet. And it had some values that many people said were broken. But that was before we decided to make it a 750 weight weapon. So now here we are. So the Star Gauntlet gives you a lot of tricks, but they're very conditional. So you have to charge up, for example, get level 1, level 2. Level 3 is worth it if you can make it hit, similar to many charge weapons like the Dominus and the Mugen Sakura. Although the Mugen Sakura and the Dominus have their own sort of niche when you'll use it. This one's straightforward. If an opportunity presents itself, just... I like that, the nuke erupted underwater. If an opportunity presents itself, just charge into your enemy and it'll deal lots of damage. Unless the enemy sees it coming. But that's Archangel, it's about reading the enemy. Oh, I know, the nuke's behind me. Oh no, he didn't take any damage. That barrier... Oh, there you go, see? It actually is one big hitbox that hits people repeatedly until a final hit, which deals a lot of damage and stab. Sends the guy flying most of the time. So, shotgun stars, single star, which is great. Single star. And then, if you have no levels, just have a charge attack. Oh, I forgot I was near the bounds. We'll have to space out the ring out bounds on this map. It auras. That darn barrier, I know! That barrier! Hey, the karate chop is great. Actually, I prefer it over the... the rising uppercut. Let's just avoid... I'll just avoid talking about it. The rising uppercut and the haymaker do have some side movement which allows you to dodge certain attacks. But the karate chop is so straightforward and amazing. I actually prefer it to the neutral at times. Oop. Oop. And then charge. Yeah. That's so cool. It's like... So it's a very conditional weapon. That's why it's only 750 weight! Oh, he died to his own nuke. Too bad. Here's your prize. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll win this time. Oh, spoke too soon, Paolo. Spoke too soon. Die. Die. Yeah. Yeah. So we hope you guys like this. Oh, he's skidding on ice. Actually, this isn't final yet. The water should be animating, similar to our carrier map. As you can see, we'll also include the solar farm. Although I'll tell you guys, it's really massive. Uh, I'll have the computer on casual so I can fly around. So we'll also include this in multiplayer. End of December, we hope to have an upload, and so everyone can enjoy the new map. See, I'm flying around and it doesn't quite capture how massive this place is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. All the way here. So I know you guys will like this, I guess, but this is massive for me. You'll even run out of boosts just traveling around. This will be near the map bounds. I think I'll ring out if I go any further. So, yeah. Oh, there's my enemy. See, it took some time before he could even come close. Hey, man. Where you been? Bye-bye. Then, while he's sleeping over there, I'll go over here and look at the solar panels. So, this is one of the mission maps. Some missions will have you defend this place from several waves of enemies. Some missions will have you storm this place and clear it of enemies, depending on which factions you decide to help. Some missions will require you to do other things, like kill a specific Archangel unit, for example, or the dreaded escort mission as you go through this facility, or as you exit this facility while it's under attack. So, yeah, I showed it, and it took me the entire round just to go around. It's that huge. We hope you guys enjoy it, though. I know there are people clamoring for even bigger maps, I hope that this map is big enough for all of you. Right now, like I showed you, it took me the entire round of 90 seconds just to look around it. So, and we'll just fight here in the middle. Unless the guy decides to run away like a coward. And then I'll just hit him until he dies. Okay. So, whoa! What just happened? What just happened? Oh, what just happened? Okay, wow. Okay, weird. Okay, weird stuff. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for me to show. Just needs a sniping rifle. Will the fog always be there, or can it be disabled? If I remember correctly, if you set the game on low, the fog will be turned off. But that will be adjusted. I also do believe that the fog, you should see further than what the fog currently shows. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. Gosh. Soft particles. No. Sadly, I don't know which. I think I'll just set it to low and see what happens. No, crappy graphics. Saving changes, please wait. Okay. Yeah, I like the comment. Oh, various factions want trying to capture the place because they want the energy gain. Let's bring explosives and big weapons. Oh wait, we wanted the place intact. Luckily, these structures can't be destroyed thanks to the game's mechanics. Just kidding. They do. I simplified it, but there are factions who just want to destroy another faction's stuff and then move in after the other faction's scared away. The actual like energy, the value of the place in terms of energy might be just secondary to them, so they don't care if they destroy some stuff, just denying their enemies of that particular resource should be enough for them. And like I said, since the planet is barren and desert-like, having some structure or a compound where which they can fortify is its own reward. Even though it used to be a power plant, that could be secondary to certain factions. So anyway, what was I gonna show again? Oh yeah, the fog. I was gonna show the fog. Let's see if that changes it. Phew. Okay. Next. Yep. At lower, yeah. At lower graphic settings, the fog is gone. But we'll see about adjusting the fog even further for that particular map. As you all know, or if you don't know, our original plan actually regarding the single player campaign was we had one big map of the Rio Corte region where these places were like just landmarks on that big map, and every time you start a mission and you play on that big map and head to these places and do the mission in those places, or if you encounter something else, you fight something else. We decided for this particular game, and given our own developmental what's the word I'm looking for? Given our own developmental strategy, it might be better if we just cut up the map. So that's why we cut up the maps, made them available for multiplayer as well. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. Or will PETA get mad at me for that? So we'll have whenever we make a map, we have a multiplayer map which you can play on, and it allows us to have like one single player map that we don't have to worry about having such a big map or having such large empty spaces. We'll just have one map where all the action is packed and all the objectives are packed there. And then once your mission's done, you don't have to worry about leaving or whatever. The mission's done. So you start your mission and you end your mission in the same map, basically. Okay, so next, barrel. Shut up about the barrel, Sage Ponder. Horizontal relativity affect big map and multiple small enemy. Or most of them won't be flying that much. For all the stuff you're seeing here, most of them are flying because you're flying. But there will be tanks and other ground turrets. Will there be plans for environmental destruction in the future? Hopefully, right now, not yet. But it is possible. It's just that we have other maps we're also trying to clear, and we still have single player missions to complete. One of my goals, our goals hopefully for December, is to have like a random mission generator. Like you just go into single player, pop into mission mode, and then just select a mission, just so people can get into the flow of doing missions. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Because the actual single player campaign is like you go through missions again and again because you want to unlock or you want to befriend certain factions. Although doing so usually makes other factions angry with you, and it determines basically what you unlock during that playthrough. Barren Wasteland, I love it. Why not have lower settings be a fog as well? For that particular map, it's really just... I think fog works in other maps that don't have such a large... The fog works on small maps that don't have a lot of features. But in this case, there's a lot of like structures in the distance, and you will have enemies pouring in from all those structures in most missions, so you need to see farther. Can I attach the helicopter as a back weapon? Oh man, one of our ideas was literally a helicopter backpack, and then if you press it, the helicopter spawns and is your ally. I am so tempted because I saw the helicopters in action. They are so annoying. And I remember saying that back in the day too. Lots of this is prototype stuff, but This is stuff I'm aiming to, or we're aiming to try and get out there by the end of December. But what we can promise you are the two new maps and the new Star Gauntlet weapon. The mission generation, we will try to get it out there, especially in January, especially so that people can get used to single player flow, and we can get feedback on how much things spawn. Like right now, an entire army just spawned. Apparently 4 of them are my allies. Yep, it's an escort mission. That guy's drifting so hard. That tank's drifting so hard. So these guys are my teammates. Oh man, it's time to go, squad. Yeah, teamwork. Why am I the only guy who's not red? Okay. So we just want people to experience like single player, and then having like a single player mode for now, just so people can get used to different missions and doing those missions in different maps, and so we can test the mission flow before we move on to our main like single player campaign. Oh, that helicopter. Yeah. Oh, this guy's brave. What? The brave little angel that could. Oh, okay, it took 4 of us to destroy one measly angel. I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, teamwork. You saw that? 2-man combo. You may look like Volsmack, but you'll have no mercy from me. Oh no, helicopter! Only for you. Oh, it didn't die to that. Oh my god, helicopters are OP. It didn't die. I dealt 300 damage and the helicopter didn't die. Why is it tougher than most Archangels? No, I'm kidding. Archangels are at least 2 hits. That car's drifting hard. Okay. It's the helicopters you gotta watch out more for, man. Archangels, they have swords, but the helicopters, I swear. Oh, that guy wasn't a helicopter, it was just flying. Okay. So yeah, right now it's just endless mode. We want to have a complete like mission, start mission, do a mission, and then get rewarded for doing it. Yep. Any balance changes for the upcoming preview? With the changes you show now. Oh yes, for this build that you're seeing right now, we actually upped the base. We upped the base MDM. So if you're at 4,000 strength, you actually hit at 100% of your melee damage mod. So everything here is dealing way more damage than the normal game. And what can I say? I think I personally don't feel much difference, except that Mr. Surprise is hard to deal with now. I swear. Anything that's not a Dominus, or any weapon I use that's not a Dominus, feels like, when fighting a Dominus, feels like a stick. Everyone's dealing much more damage if they're using a melee weapon, and the drill is particularly more dangerous now with the higher MDM. This is one of the requests we had at Discord when we dropped the new preview with the higher stability values. People were there were some requests to up MDM just to see how it's like, and this build is basically how MDM feels like being upped. So ranged weapons still are quite deadly, but melee weapons deal a lot of damage. Just look at that, 1,648, and I'm at 4,000. I'm at 4,000 strength. I have 6,000 speed, 5,000 armor, and I'm just living with that. This is Typhoon Oasis, by the way, one of the hardest in the game. Although I'm not sure. I think with the new AI now favoring non-boost maneuvers, or gambling with non-boost maneuvers to defend themselves, I think that Typhoon actually had a nerf, because Typhoon doesn't have much in terms of defensive options. Typhoon is known for using the SMG and the shotgun, but in this case it's taking too much damage, whereas in the old in the older version of the AI, because they will boost at the drop of a hat. If they're in trouble, they'll dodge. In the older AI, I feel like Typhoon dodge more often. Yeah, I like that. Right now, actually, Typhoon is back to its old behavior. I just jinxed myself, didn't I? Oh my god, Typhoon's now dodging like a pro. Oh no, look at that. Oh my god. After that first round, Typhoon's just owning me. Oh my gosh. Oh, nice. Nice flinch dodge, Typhoon. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just jinxed myself, I swear. Yeah, Typhoon doesn't have much in terms of damage, but all those options that keep you down, they're really annoying. Especially for someone like me who relies on stability. But with Typhoon, I guess I'll have to rely on my speed more. Ooh. Only the AI finishes a combo with a bash. I don't see people using their SMG bashes or their Dragoon bashes. It's only the AI who does stuff like that. You see that? Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. 3 hits with a bash. Oh, I think he ran out. Oh no, he didn't run out. Was it the Dragoon he ran out of? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah. I jinxed myself. That first round was just Typhoon listening to my crap, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll show you." Okay. It's really good at managing the stability with all those. And it's not afraid to bash. That's the thing about it. We got Typhoon flying sideways on me, styling on me. I remember the Cosmic Clash fight where one of the players used Typhoon on me. I was on the floor the entire time. But I did manage a win. It's just that it was one of the more annoying fights. Woof. That SMG. Oh god. Die! Oh my gosh, he's not dead yet. No! Oh my god! He had missiles! He had missiles to spare! Oh well, that was close. Anyway, I think that's enough of me fighting Typhoon. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay, that's an AI trademark signature move. Yeah, they're not afraid to use the Dragoon and SMG bashes. Which is surprising since apparently it works, especially if the guys flinch, now that flinching is such a bad thing. Okay, so yeah, I think that's enough for me. And it's pretty sad that it ends on the note of Typhoon beating me up. But that's it for Wednesday Warzone, I think. I hope you guys look forward to the Star Gauntlet and the new maps that I showed. We'll have proper screenshots by then. I did say by this weekend we'll have a build with the Star Gauntlet out, but I'll see if we can sneak in the solar farm as well and the dam. So, are there any questions? I think we've reached the question and answer portion. I think Oasis will become buffed but unnoticeable since he had like 120% load. Oasis has been buffed because stability doesn't care about load anymore. The only thing that load affects now, if you're overweight, is your vulnerability. But regardless of whether or not you are overweight, you get to keep all that stability. So Typhoon Oasis probably tanks what? 700 damage before he even starts flinching. He becomes stronger because of the MDM nerf or strength buff. MDM was actually... MDM was actually buffed for this, so I think he was dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, the bashes don't deal stab damage, but not many people think of using them because they usually have a better melee weapon with better damage. But it's annoying if you're caught in like a bash combo after being flinched. Yeah, the enemy's just too close. Yep. Rip. Thanks for the stream, Paulor. Burn mechanics deserve to be nerfed to like 15 to 20 seconds. It's already 10 seconds. I don't know where you're getting these values from. 10-second burn cap, they deal 250 damage over 10 seconds. It's 25 damage per second. So if you had like a full stack of like 10 burns, it only deals like 250 armor damage, not even stab damage. And besides, I wasn't dying to the burn damage. Typhoon was throwing out bullets. I was eating those bullets because he had a lot of give. Put your mind at ease. I've worked on making a mech more annoying than Typhoon. No, I'm actually... I'm not mad that Typhoon is this good. Because Typhoon is a champion mech. I think it's nice that our changes are shifting back. It's not shifting back. It's like the older champion mechs, which had a more limited weapon pool to pick from, can now fight on par with a lot of the newer champion mechs, which are fully loaded with a lot of weapons. Especially for a mech like Typhoon, which has a lot of good weapons on it. So, I suggest you guys, if you're on preview, you fight Bogatyr Muromets. Oh no, wait, sorry, no. That's not applicable because we made the AI changes for this particular build. When this build drops, when we have an updated build with the updated AI, I suggest you guys fight one of the older mechs, Bogatyr Muromets. And although it might just be me because I use the Dominus and I'm willing to trade with people, especially since I use high armor mechs. Bogatyr Muromets is an old build. It relies on the Nericrucis and the shield, and it's really good. It's really good at trading. Basically, what used to be common in the older version of the game. So, I'm not sure if the Nericrucis meta left. I just noticed people used it less because there were other weapons like the Mugen Zakura, Flamers, and other things in the competitive scene. So you didn't see the Nericrucis, but I feel like Nericrucis and all the other older weapons became relevant again ever since we did the stability patch. So, new area needs to... Okay, vanilla shader straight out of modeling. Okay, so Sleipnir was explaining buildings and textures are still only running on vanilla shaders straight out of modeling. Objects and mechs have their own shaders aside from screen-wide effect shaders. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the technical explanation for the fog and whatever, I guess. And yeah, a lot of the stuff you're seeing is very prototype. We do hope by the end of December, they'll be playable for everyone to try out. So, I think that's it. I'll just read more. OP Liu Plaridon when OP Jailbird when I'll fight Jailbird with my armor. I'll fight. I won't use my Quago. I'll use my full armor Dominus, and I'll just show people what they're like. Liu Plaridon in particular is annoying. We'll see. I don't know where this hankering for OP Jailbird or OP Liu Plaridon comes from, because Liu Plaridon's pretty good already. Oh no, sorry. Leak Slicer is... Liu Plaridon is okay. I'll use the Mammoth. I guess I became too spoiled on the massive stability of the Mammoth, and it carried over to my Quago piloting earlier when I should be dodging more often. Oh no, Mika got stuck. Mika, why are you stuck? Yeah. Stabbing. Nice. Look at that sick MB combo. I just ate that. Sat there and ate that. Oh, and you notice the stability bar? I think we included that in the latest preview version. Every time you use a hyper armor attack, it turns blue. So you know that your stability has some kind of protective status on it. So, nope. The inescapable lens. OP Star Queen? What do you mean? Star Queen is pretty good. Leoplaridon, I think, uses more of his options now. I'll check it out. Oh, and now that we've had like 1 year or 2 years of development, 2 years of development, I guess. Now that we've reached 2 years of development, I can't believe like half the roster is all community made and champion mechs, and I'm really thankful we have lots of supporters. Thanks, guys. Especially the guys who come to our tournaments, participate in our online voting, our online whatever it is, the AI tournaments, the voting for the most fashionable one, fashionable Archangels, for the AI contests held by Maple, and the Mecha Melee we held, what, 2017? Yeah. The Mecha Melee we held in 2017, and Maple's own Spooktober skirmish just 2 months ago. Yeah, it's December now, so it's 2 months ago. And all the guys who go to our Cosmic Clashes, we've had 2 seasons worth of Cosmic Clash, and sadly we won't have a Cosmic Clash finisher on December, but we do plan to have like a season ender in January, so stay tuned for that. We'll also have the changes. We're still seeing if people will warm up to the 120% MDM base. For me personally, I don't mind. It just plays slightly differently from how I'll usually play personally. And Leoplaridon is still really strong, especially since the 120% MDM base will affect all the strength builds as well, which means they deal lots more damage. So even though the guys on the lower end of the strength scale deal 100% of their damage, the strength types will deal even more damage. I think the maximum you can get now is like 200+%, and that's raw. That's without using muscle, artificial muscle internals, which give you a 10% melee weapon damage bonus. And can you imagine that with a Dominus dealing like 1,600 every swing? But then again, the Dominus is, as you can see here, I fight better with it when I have more armor. It's not a fun weapon to use if you flinch all the time. Okay, so there you go. Oh, nice dodge, Mr. Leoplaridon. But I have bullets. So, yep. Good HA changes on the stability bar. Season ender on January, MDM. Yep. So, Leoplaridon is, I don't know. I feel like Leoplaridon, player-wise and AI-wise, is a pretty good fight. It's, but it isn't like annoying like Typhoon Oasis. Typhoon Oasis is just annoying to fight against, but kudos to the maker. It's a pretty good mech, and it's part of our canon. I remember putting him in the joke anime trailer. I'm not sure how long that'll remain a joke, honestly speaking, but we'll see. So if there are there any other questions before I go? Wednesday Warzone. Oh no, my blue barrage mech. I could rename it Blue Barrel. No, stop. The barrel is a joke. No, it's not. It's a mistake. Please don't, Mister. Oh, I'm sorry. Leoplaridon's pilot is a woman, canon-wise. I'm sorry. And yeah, I just want... no, not garage. I just want to, before I end this, I just want to show, like, all the... From these 2 years of development and, like, 2018, the first year on Steam, Well, that's actually gonna be March of next year, but December is still a December's like the year ender, so might as well show. So let's start with Himashu Kurara, which is the winner of Spooktober Skirmish, made by Sim. Leak Slicer, which won the ESGS Epic 2018 by Kiko Pro, one of our repeat champions. Archaeopteryx, Cosmic Clash, I forget which episode now, Season 2, one of the Season 2 Cosmic Clashes by Kiko Pro. This is actually his alt, but he requested it be the one to be placed in the roster. Usha Il Karma, which is Cosmic Clash episode 4, if I remember correctly. Yep, episode 4 winner. There's a video of it online where he basically creamed my double sword, one of my double sword build with homing lasers. So Usha Il Karma. Rip Zaku, one of the Fashion Fight finalists, made by Weebleface, if I remember correctly. Bad Cop, one of the Fashion Fight finalists. Sorry, these are both our Fashion Fight finalists, made by Crashers. By the way, Weeble and Crashers are two of our Discord regulars. Anubis by darn, why did I lose that guy's name? Seiji Tataki, right? Seiji Tataki. Yep. Leoplerodon by the Anubis was the winner of our Fashion Fight, and we made a special Anubis shield because that was a prize for the Fashion Fight. They got to remake or make a skin for one of the weapons, and his request was to make a Anubis shield, and that's why you have a special Halo Targe in the game shaped like Anubis. It was made specifically for this Anubis submission of his. Leoplerodon by Kiko Pro, the only preset mech that has won 3 tournaments, no modifications. Leoplerodon, wielded by Kiko Pro, is one of the most has the highest participation and win rate, I guess, because everyone makes new mechs whenever they join a new tournament. But Leoplerodon showed that Kiko Pro can just use a reliable build and just use it again and again to win tournaments. So, and then 39S from our internal Indigo Impact. This was for Indigo Entertainment employees. This is Miku Sim's mech. And Kuriyami Moonshadow, one of my favorite players from the earliest Cosmic Clashes. He didn't actually win a Cosmic Clash. He was one of the finalists. Jailbird Mika, Cosmic Clash, Season 1. I forget which episode. But yes, Jailbird Mika is there. Vol's second mech. Hikari Light Sun Sparkle, another finalist, but crowd favorite every time we're in Cosmic Clash. It's sad that we don't see them, Kuriyami Moonshadow and Hikari Light Sun Sparkle, so often. Here's to hoping they appear for the season ender. Typhoon Oasis, Mecha Melee winner, Maple. He also went on to host the Spooktober Skirmish. And the Gorgonaut, which is one of the Season 1 champions from Cosmic Clash, made by CG Spy CD. And Crystal Star Queen, Vol's first champion mech from Season 1 Cosmic Clash. And Blitz Airmaster, our very first champion. And in a melee-centric game, he chose 2 burst rifles and just bullied everyone with it. I think it was after Blitz Airmaster or after Crystal Star Queen we decided to make the arena smaller because he was just flying away and shooting everyone. So that's it. It's amazing. It's like 2 years. 2 years of this. Right here, a record of how far the game has come in 2 years. Archangel. I just noticed he has missiles too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now I have to put explosive red barrels. Okay, Anubis is cool. So yeah, that's it. That's 2 years of history right there. I'm just reading the comments, laughing at it. Yeah, people. Yeah, Sim. Boo, Sim. Just kidding. Hey, Sim has been once worked for Indigo Entertainment, although he became a part of the community after. I'm not sure if I should reveal what he actually was in our company, but he's still a major part of the community, especially in hunting bugs, and he has quite a reputation because he doesn't just look for bugs, he abuses them before he tells anyone about them, or he says, oh, I can use this bug to kill people, and then it takes some goading and some intimidation to get the bug out of him. But he's like everyone who became part of the Archangel community. We're very thankful for him as well as others, especially all the people I named, especially since it's 2 years. Oh my gosh, I'm looking back on all the mechs that are in the roster. 2 years of history right there. Some of the presets from the old days have changed so much, especially like Mr. Surprise, Manok, and the others. Mr. Surprise remains mostly unchanged. I think the one who remains unchanged the most, like the most pristine state since we've gone from the free demo at itch.io to our current iteration, was like, sorry, we have so much. Like Valiant's like the only one who remained more or less as is, and if you look at our itch.io page, you'll see Valiant there, and it looks the same more or less, except the new Valiant has new shaders and new like lines and looks prettier overall. So yeah, I'm just really thankful we got this far, and I hope you guys continue to support us as we go into 2019 and hopefully release the game by Q1. There's still a lot on our list, and even right now it's quite a daunting task. We just want to complete the game and make it the definitive mecha game on Steam for everyone. So, yep, Infinite Burst Rifle. People are already talking about Sims bugs. I think we should end this. Other than map segments, you guys previewing any campaign elements today? Well, we showed off some mission stuff, but I think this is Maple, by the way. Maple usually watches after we're done with the stream, so by the time I'm talking about this, he probably watched the campaign stuff. Like I said, we hope to, by the end of December, have a mission mode with a complete mission flow where people can just pop in, kill some mooks, get some pretend money until we get the single player fleshed out, just so they have a feel for how single player will be before the actual game. But what we can promise are the 2 new maps. The Star Gauntlet, we hope you guys enjoy it. It's very shonen anime-ish. And sadly, it's not mechanically, I don't feel it that much yet. It has some tricks, but I'm not too good at the low damage. I'm not too good at wielding a weapon that deals low damage per hit. It doesn't have a lot of burst damage, but it has a lot of fun tricks that I like the charging attack, which deals a lot of tick damage than a final blow. And I hope you guys like that. And it also has those cool energy blasts. And I think it's a good fit for 750. It might be a touch awkward in places, but at the same time, it provides some options that most 750 weight weapons don't have. And I think it's a good addition to the game. We hope you guys like it when it comes out. So I think that's it for Wednesday Warzone. Thank you again, everyone. I think the part where I looked at the roster was unplanned. I think we've been here for long enough. It's already 10 p.m. where I'm at, so it's been an hour since I started. I hope you guys liked watching. Next to join my 80. Last Q, where's Nico? Oh my gosh, you guys really... I should get him to co-host. Nico, people want you to get on Wednesday Warzone. They're actually asking for you. I wonder what he'll think about that. Oh, 750. Oh boy. Yeah, Sim. 750. We'll put it out in preview. We want some bug testing as usual. Thank you to the community for helping us with it, with bug fixes, and bug reports. You have become really indispensable to the development of this game. So I hope you guys appreciate that we're adding a lot of community stuff. I was hoping to have something for you guys December. I think we'll have something for you in the coming weeks. I won't. I I am not at leisure to talk about it yet, but yeah, I guess we can end Wednesday Warzone on that note, like a cliffhanger. This was Paulor. Thank you for watching Wednesday Warzone on behalf of the Garrison Archangel team. Thank you very much, everyone. It's December 12th. Christmas is coming up, so happy holidays, I guess. Let's preempt it in case things happen next week. Happy holidays, and thank you from the Garrison Archangel team. Sara, bye bye.